Shalom, all praise to the Most High, Yehoshua. This is sounds from YYBY. So we got the new combinator, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just run through a few things that I see, I notice at this moment in the new combinator because they still updating reasons as we go. All right, so as you see, this is it right here. It start off gray. In the corner, they haven't changed the image. I don't know if they're going to change the image. I don't know that yet, but it still looked the regular way. But right here, when you drop it, it looks like this. And what I noticed new in it, one, the color. Two, yes, you still can go right here and select backdrop and change the backdrop of it and everything. You could do that. The editor part they put right here, because before, remember, before on the, I think when you drop an instrument track, when this track right here opens up, it say show inserts. Also, it will have another option right here that you click, and it will open up this area right here. Like for example, let me see, because they normally have it on here. They okay. Let me open up the, because sometimes we have to see something to remember. Let me open up the other reasons. Give me a second, y'all. See if this will work. Open up Reason 11 Suite right quick. Okay, that's cool. Oh, we don't like that noise. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, so I'm not messing with it. All right, but anyway, um, it would have like an option right here. You open it up, then that's when you can go to the part where you can select the options to connect what knobs you want to connect with knobs with what right here. What I'm saying is that it have an option where you can link your knobs to the information right here, like the rotary, the button. So they put it right here inside of the combinator. So it's not on the track no more. So also when you click editor, that's what opens it up. All right, so two, when you go to you click on devices, it has its own built-in mixer right here, as you can see. Its own external routing mixer that go 1 through 16. Do you turn it around? As you can see, the routing is 1 through 16 now. Before, I think it used to be 1 through 14. So you can actually route all the Kung to it now. You can just go right here. And then, so on and so forth. So, well, the point is, like, everybody know the reasons why they would want to do that. Also, configure, you could change the colors of these knobs, the style of these knobs. So if I want to go right here and change this knob right here, I can go right here. I can go to black medium knob. I can go to dark medium knob, gray style, light gray, so on and so forth. Big knob. I can go to the buttons and I could change this to the big red. Once you exit, you could just, so you could change it to your own style. But I don't see an option that you can save it as default. It seems you have to change this every time unless you go right here and you just save it as a preset this way and then go to it, go to the preset, drag the preset in, and then add your sound to it, I guess. I don't know. Let's try that out right quick. So let's go to testing. We're gonna say test preset. And with the desktop, we're gonna save it. All right, so now let's click this. Let's delete that, and I'm gonna go to my desktop. All right, test preset. Let's drop it in. Okay, so you could do it that way. Now the trick is, if you go to a instrument or a sound, let's go to the combinator sounds. Let's see if they change it. Let's go to combinator sounds. Let's go this one and click that. Would it change all this? See, it'll change it. Yeah, like it'll change it up. So that's great idea, but it serves no purpose. Reason's got to also do save default. So whatever preset you have over here, you should be able to save default. And default comes in with, so now anytime you drop that default in, that's what that's what you get. It's no option unless somebody knows something else that I don't know. Let's go back. All right. So when you go on config, like I say, you could do the wheel, you could change the run buttons, you could change the bypass, you could change the style of all this. But like I say, who want to change this as they're going, like working on stuff? Like, this is a cool idea if you change something and you keep it like that, and when you drop it back in, it's that way. You want to just every time you drop a combinator in, you want to go right here. Yo, let me change some knobs up, yo. Nah, no, nobody really want to do that unless they just very tedious with certain things. Like, who got time to do that? Like, you could change it to any color. You could change it. You could change the combinator to any color. Like stuff like that on the side right here. Blah blah blah. Now, this is the ill thing I like about the combinator. That ain't the big deal. I don't too much care about changing these. Now, I do, but not if I can't save it. Not if it can't be my default. But this is the ill thing. Now, I can have a combinator with a combinator. So on my FX track, or better yet, like if in your master section, if your master section start with a certain type of plugins, or not even the mastering plugins, but like, hey, you know what? I want to use the mastering plugins later on. Let me explain a different way. When I start my session, I had a maximizer, and I had I didn't even have the maximizer, I'm sorry. I had this limiter, the omega limiter. They serve two different purposes. I like it. This is really a brick wall on a whole nother level. I have this, and then I take this out. I won't have that. I will have, where is that? I will have, this spec right here, spectrum, that show you the everything. Even though you still can go right here and look at this one. They show two different things to a certain perspective, right? So I have these two. And I also had an option where I can switch to mono and stereo during mixing. I had that option. I actually have a preset for that. And matter of fact, where is that preset? Where's that preset? Because before, I could just click the button right here and bring that whole preset in. Let me go to my presets right quick, people. Give me a second. Vocal track, master output. So this was the master output. Okay. Oh, no, it wasn't. This the wrong one. Tape on. Basic master output. That's what it is. Here you go. So that means if I go right here and I press mono, it'll change the mono. If I go right here, it'll change it to wide, which was a dope concept. But the problem was that I'm like, how can I keep this if I decide I want to add my mastering effects on here, right? So because if I go right here, once I'm done with this, and I go right here and I go to one of my mastering presets, and then on top of that, I want to keep everything organized. And I go to Combinator and go to all effects and mastering. If I decide I want to use one of these great ideas, and then freak off of that, if I click this, it takes away everything that I already have. I'm like, damn. But check this out. So what's great about this, if I go back, if I still got this, right, what I can do now, I can go to, say, one of my dynamics for vocal. No, I'm just grabbing anything. And I can put a combinator with a combinator. I could put a combinator with a combinator inside of the section, master section. Also inside of the regular vote, the audio tracks, I could put a combinator with a combinator. I could put a combinator with a combinator with no problem. Easy now. Easy now. That's the part I like. That's a good idea with this combinator thing. Are they coming with other ideas? I don't know. They still updating as they go. But for right now, that's a huge idea that they did. I really like that. I really like that company and company. It's kind of like the multi-instrument thing when you're in Studio One. In Studio One, you also have folders where you can put folders and folders. I kind of understand the reason why, maybe Reasons don't do the folders and folders, because we dealing with a rack, and they got to try to find some kind of way to in tune the rack to organize the rack when you get two tracks and you put these two tracks together inside of a folder. So that means that you click the button and it opens up all the folders, stuff like that on the track. So I know it's a kind of difficult way to try to, if you got all these audio tracks right here, and let's say you grab these and you want to put these in a folder. So when you press the button, they open up. Now, if these instrument tracks or audio tracks, whatever it is, that's a dope idea. But, how would they organize it right here? Where it be the same way? Maybe they can do that with the Combinator. I don't know. Maybe that might be the idea or the trick why they created it this way, I guess. I don't know. But for right now, even though you can't put them in folders, this is the only DAW I really don't have a problem not putting them in folders. And I'm going to tell you why. Because other DAWs, when you bust the tracks, they have a difficult way of knowing, or a small way of knowing, like, what's bust together, unless it's in a folder, especially in Studio One, in Bitwig, so on and forth. But when I click this and I right click and I go route and I go to output bus, and whatever that track of that bus is right here, it's so huge with the color right here that obviously lets you know vocal bus. And I'm cool with that. You change the color right here, it's so obvious, right? You can't miss it. You can identify what's with what. And if you still want to change the color of these, that's fine too. That they sometimes there's pros and cons with that too. And it's so obvious, So it goes back to the point about the bus thing. If they do the folders with the Combinator and you're able to fold the tracks up, if they do, I'm sure it got to be some kind of crafty way where it got to sync up with this, sync up with the rack, and sync up with the mixer. If not, people will complain. It have to go on. It got to go together. It got to make sense. If you're going to put these tracks in folders, if you got 100 tracks and you want to link them up to be, organized, and like I say, the Combinator is the best option. I don't know how they'll do that. I don't know which way, but it'd be a great idea. And also, I said this in the previous video, but to make your stuff more organized, what I do, I got this tool called the merger, even though it's for something else. But since it's so plain, I actually put this between everything. So like these are my send effects. So I got the merger between. So then I have all the vocal tracks, and then based on what vocal tracks it is. Like for example, if I have, say these are the vocals, I change them the same color. Say these are the vocals, so I go get a merger. So this one artist vocals, I go get the hold the shift so it don't connect. Take it back out, so like that, boom. and then I add, then go get somebody else vocals, or if it's a beat, so on and so forth. And then I get these, name these the same color, boom, and then put another merger right there. So it's help you easy identify what you're using. I also use this reference one sometimes, this joint right here, sometimes, but the mergers seem more simple, with nothing on it. That helps it out more. The reference, you got to reference everything. So you'll kind of be confused maybe if you see this one. You'll be like, damn, did I reference anything? You got to turn around and look at it and be like, oh, nah, no, I didn't. But anyway, matter of fact, this is what I might have to use up here for the mono. Hold on, let me open this. How I did the mono track. Right here, when I did the mono, boom, boom. Because you want to mix sometimes in mono, listen to mono, and then listen to it in wide. All right, but anyway, so those are all the basic things that I know right now. Oh yeah, another part of the update that they did on the mixer, they just they moved that option that show the plugin information, and they have like the little button that you click and add the plugin. I get it why they moved it, because even if you click on it to bring a plugin in, it still opens up the rack. It still opens up the rack. It's not like you can go in the window and go to a preset, right? And get the preset and drag and drop it on the track. That'd be dope like that if you could do that. Drop the preset right on the track and you straight. But they just put an edit, save some space, made it look more simplified. But they put the bypass right here, which is dope. I'm glad they put bypass on each track instead of going right here to bypass it, master section or any other track, or going to the audio track. Matter of fact, do the audio track have bypass? No. So yeah, it got bypass. You press bypass, you got to go there. No, you can just go right here and just bypass it. And then if you click edit inserts, it takes you to that track like it been doing. So there was no need to have that other stuff there if it serves no purpose. Unless you, like I say, unless you able to drag and drop the preset exactly in there. Because remember, fellas, if you look at the reasons, the 11, it has like a little window right here, and whatever whatever effects you drop in, it'll show like the name like right here, like a little smaller window, which is still cool if they was there. But it serves no purpose if you can't drag and drop, because if you press the insert, you still have to go to the track. So it makes the mixer look clean, unless they coming up with another idea for it. So yeah, they put the bypass button right here. So I might have a video where I'm talking about all the new features and small new things that I noticed in inside of Reasons. Or should I talk about them now? Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about them now. Well, I really wanted to wait I'm gonna wait till it come out. I'm gonna wait till really come out, get everything together, go in more detail and more depth. Because I look for small things that any difference from 11 and 12. Because sometimes companies will sneak like the little small stuff in that joint, and we're like, oh, I ain't realized they do that. I ain't realized they put that there, and I don't know why they do that, but if you're a company and you competing with everybody, you should let everybody know everything you change. You should have every single thing you change, man. I don't care if it's in the menu. You change the word in the menu. I don't care if the menu look different, revamped, or whatever it is. So yes, people, not to get off the subject, but that is the new thing. Make sure I ain't missing anything. Hold on. I told y'all about this part where you can still connect your knobs and connect the plugins. So yeah, like I say, they put that config option that be on the track automatically on the combinator. What else? That's everything. Oh yeah, you can add more knobs. If you right click, that's what it is. If you right click, right, you can hold on, let me get it right. You can slide the knobs over. You can right click right here, space them out and stuff like that. And plus you can add more knobs. You can, where is that? Where's show that at? That's the backdrop. Oh yeah, you can click right. You can click knob. Hold on. You can go to button combinator. What the option is? See add. Oh yeah, add. Hold on. Not that. Not that. Trying to remember where I saw that. People, hold on. Red tag vintage. Dark blue. No, that's not it. Small unit, medium. Yeah, so you can make this bigger, big unit. So you want to add more knobs and everything. So you can actually make this bigger unit. So you can go different sizes, huge. When you want to get creative with the knobs. So everybody knew that was coming. Uh, Hold on, but I'm trying to find the option where you can add the knobs. Like it was easy. I was doing it the other night. The heck? Nah, that's not it. Is it right click? Hmm. Oh, no, I forgot where it's at. But I know for a fact it's simple. You can add extra knobs, so on and so forth, and buttons and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. So any questions? If you like, this is YYBY.